change in this vehicle. That's gonna be a 2009 Honda Accord. That's 3.5. And the first thing I did, because I'm gonna do that at my house, so I put a jack in it, but I have a stand right here. So that way I can go under the car, make sure I be safe. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the oil cap over here. This one does so that way they can drain a little faster. I'm gonna put it right here. This one does that cap when you added oil, if you need to add oil later on. So we're gonna drain it and we're gonna pour the oil right here. If you're looking for the stick to measure the oil, it's gonna be right here, the orange butterfly right here. So you pull it out, there's a stick right here. Yeah, the tools you're gonna need it to do this job. You're gonna need a pen, this one to catch the oil. You're gonna need that the oil filter wrench, 65 millimeters to 68. You're gonna need an extension, and you're gonna need the wrench. That's simple as that. The oil filter is gonna be under the car. It's gonna be like right here, right there. That's the filter. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna grab this thing right here. Okay, we're gonna go like right here. You're gonna put it right here. This one goes right there. Okay. So let me grab the wrench and the extension, and I'm gonna put it together. You got to put a pan right here under the vehicle, because as soon as you start removing that filter, everything is gonna go down. Okay. This one right here. So what I'm gonna do before I remove the filter, so I'm gonna remove right here. I don't know if you guys see this bolt right here. That's gonna be that's gonna be for the panel. So I'm gonna remove the oil first. I'm gonna drain it from here. Let it drain it for like 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna remove the oil filter. Okay. Another thing I forgot to mention is that you're gonna need the socket, the wrench, and the extension. You're gonna need one of those two though. That's a 17 millimeters. These ones over here. Let me see. Right here. Right there. This one is the filter I'm gonna use it. And that's the oil I'm gonna use for this vehicle. The wrench, these particular two, the key, whatever they call it out there. So I'm gonna use this one to remove that the bolt for the pan, so that way I can drain the oil. All right, so let's remove that. So you got a key right here. So that's the right here. That's the bolt. What we wanna do, we're gonna pull the pan under, and we're gonna remove that the bolt. So you got your key right here. Right here, you put it on the bolt, and then you remove it. And as soon as you lose it, so you use your hands. You use your hands and you remove the bolt little by little. Sure, just put it right in the middle of the pan, because it's gonna be a lot of oil flushing from here, as you guys see. And then let it drain. This one does the bolt, and you're gonna need a 17 millimeters You can use a socket, or you can use the wrench kit. I was using it. Yeah. And you guys let it drain for 5 minutes. And after you guys drain that, so you guys remove that the filter right here. The filter you guys wanna use the cup wrench I show you guys, and then you guys go from there. Make sure you guys get a towel so that way you guys don't spill oil on the floor if you guys do it in the house. I don't want you guys to get kicked out from your apartment or your house for dropping oil in there. Okay, now we're gonna remove the filter. So we're gonna go right here, as you guys see. That's already hooked up, this thing right here in the filter. So we're gonna twist it. The way we're gonna go, if you under the cord, it's gonna be to your left side. As soon as you lose it, so you remove this thing right here, and then you remove it when you hand. They shouldn't be tied up, because most of the time, so you can use a rag, and you tie it up with a rag. You don't need a wrench, because I have the seal, and the seal that will cover everything. Be careful, because it got so slippery with the oil. You don't want to drop it in the oil, because if you drop it, you're gonna make a mess. Then you're gonna have to clean the whole thing. So okay, we got it out. And be careful, because it's still oil. Try to drain it as much as you can before you remove it. I got it out. This one is the filter. Before you put a new one, so you put this one in a rag or something. I have a rag right here. So pick them up. Clean it right here a little bit. Put it right here. Clean your hands. Get the new one right here. This one, that's the new one. Make sure you match it. Make sure that's the same size, the same everything. And get like a little bit of oil, and then put it in the gasket and the seal right here. Right here. So that way they lubricate like a little bit. And before you put it in, grab the rag, leave this one alone right here. You go where the filter it was. See the filter that was like right here? And make sure you clean it. Clean it really good. So that way when you put a new one, it fits perfect. There's no dirt or something in it. As soon as you guys clean it, you grab the new one. All right here. And then you're gonna start turning, you start turning to the right side. Grab the rack, tie it up with a rack. And that's it. And before anything, clean everything. There was like a little spill, oil spill right here. So So make sure you clean it with a rag. Don't leave any residues in it. As you clean it, you're good. That's it. Pretty much I would like to do the cleanup. That's how. This one has a bolt over here. And I forgot to mention it. So I already put that filter in here. So now we're gonna put that the bolt. The bolt they go right here. Make sure you tighten it out with your hands first before you use any type of tube. Okay. The reason you use your hands first because a lot of times you pull the bolt and the bolt go like kind of crooked like a little bit. So when you use a tool, you're gonna force it to go in. And when you force it to go in, you're gonna mess out the thread. And if you messed out the thread, you're gonna have a leak in oil and you're gonna have to change the whole panel. And you don't wanna do that. And make sure you clean it. Yeah, when you finish to tighten it out with your hands, so then you'll be able to remove the pan where they use oil. Get you 710 millimeters and tie it up. That's it. Don't tighten it up too much. This one that's 17 millimeters. Today we're gonna improvise because I have the funnel, but like the funnel I have, this one that's for the transmission fluid. So what you do, so you put the funnel right here, and then you pour the oil in the funnel. But like since like that's the only one I have today, so I was trying to do something funny. So probably I'm gonna get a sponsor from Aquafina. Because what I did, so I have one of the bottles from Aquafina. You guys see? They have a really good gap right here to pour the oil. So what I'm gonna do, instead to use the funnel that should be right here. So if you don't have a funnel, that's the other way you can do this. So you get an Aquafina bottle, clean it really good, make sure there's no water inside, let it dry. When it's dry, so you put it right here, the same thing like the funnel. And then you pour the oil right here. Ooh, baby. Flaco for you improvising. Yeah, no funnel, no problem. We make it happen right here. Then you have the oil. And then you start pouring the oil right here. You guys see it? Your card is gonna appreciate what you do for the yeah, you see, no funnel, no problem. Flaco have the solution for you. A lot of times you have to improvise if you don't have the tools. So let's see how that goes. What I recommend you guys to do as you pour in oil. So I know that factory they say that you have to put it like 4 quarters in it. So what you do, and like you start checking the oil right here. Always remember, like if your factory required like 4 quarters, you have to put like 4 quarters and a half. Or like if they require like 5, you put like 5 and a half a quarter. The reason that's because you put a new filter. So pretty much half of the quarter is gonna go to the filter. So you put your stick right here. You take them up. And you guys see, that's right here and the level. So that means we have to put more. So this one, that's gonna be 5 quarters. We're gonna add 5 quarters. I have the whole thing right here. So I'm gonna add the whole thing. Because like some of the oil is gonna go to the new filter. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. I know you guys love my funnel though. So Aquafina is gonna have to pay for the sponsor now. No, I don't get paid for that. I don't get paid for none of my videos. What I do videos for everything, and I do it for you guys. Cause I know that a lot of times I struggled before to do some stuff, and I try to search it and I don't find it nowhere to let me know how to do my job, my work, or whatever I have to do. And I got frustrated. So this one, that's the oil I use, and pretty much we're done. So after you guys done to pour all the oil, make sure you guys put the cap. Don't forget to put the cap in it. So what I do, I get a rag, grab my special funnel, put it in the rag right here so that way I don't make a mess. Get my cup right here, oil cup, put it right here, and the card is ready to go. So you guys see, that's not the difficult. Like if I did it, so you guys can do it. Yeah, so just follow my steps and you're gonna be fine. All right, guys, if you guys have any question or something, call 911. Don't call me, I'm gonna be busy. No, I'm kidding. Just shoot me a message or put a like if you want to. If you don't want to, still put a like in my video. Thank you.